Hey everyone, it is Monday the 30th of October and I didn't film yesterday, so I am filming for day 30 of Vlogtober today and also for day 31 as well. I wanted to share with you some chutney making that we did yesterday, but it got really hot in the kitchen and a little bit steamy, so I wasn't really getting the footage that I wanted to get. So I decided to scrap that idea and have a think about something else I could share with you. And something that kind of occurred to me today when I was heading home from work was that I've really enjoyed making the videos that I have about skincare and the oil videos that I made. So I thought I'd share a couple of books with you. I have to admit that I do most of my research online. YouTube is a fantastic resource for finding you know, great tips for using kind of more oil-based or natural skincare. And I do a lot of Googling. Blogs are a really great resource. There are none in particular that I follow, but I tend to just kind of search and see what comes up. So I totally recommend you doing that, because obviously your skin is your skin and the problems that I have with mine are not necessarily going to be the problems that you have. So I heartily recommend turning to Google, turning to YouTube, and of course using your own discretion. Always patch test, and always, you know, if you know that you're a bit allergic to something or that you're a little bit sensitive, just make sure that you substitute that out. What I really wanted to do today was to share a couple of books with you. The first one is this. This is Liz Earle, New Natural Beauty, and it's probably as old as it looks. This was published in 1988, so a year after I was born. Fun fact, I actually worked for the Liz Earle skincare company very briefly. They were an amazing company, the training was fantastic. But for a very long time I used Liz Earle's natural skincare brand. I don't really use it anymore. It's still lovely. It's just kind of not something I use anymore. It's just a little bit out of my price range these days. I happened to see this when I went to visit my mum. At work. She works in the hospital, and they were having a book sale downstairs, so I had a quick nosy before I went up to her office and I spotted this, and I had to have it. It is basically Liz Earle in her pre-skincare company days, sharing kind of ideas and recipes for more natural skincare. So, you know, there is a breakdown of botanicals and what they can be used for. There is a fantastic breakdown of all the different oils and what they're particularly good for, which is super handy as a reference for when you're creating your own blends. And then she has loads of recipes. This is a fantastic reference. I haven't tried all of them. I usually try the like oils, the topical oils rather than the cleansers, just because they're a bit easier to throw together and to use. I do really want to have a go at using some of her more complex recipes though, because it's a fantastic book and I've had fantastic results with it. I'm fairly certain it's out of print now, so it's probably kind of rubbish that I'm mentioning it. But I just think that if you can get hold of this, if you spot it on Amazon, if you spot it at a boot sale or anything like that, do grab it. It's a really, really good book. I've found a lot of the recipes in here really useful. And as I say, the bit at the beginning that's kind of more of a reference, really, really useful. This is the second book I wanted to talk about. My mum actually got me this for Christmas this year. I think she picked it up from the book people at work. She saw it and thought of me. It's called Natural Beauty with Coconut Oil, and it's by Lucy B. First up, this is a gorgeous book. It's a really nice size. It's not too bulky. It's not massively chunky. The photography in here is stunning. It's absolutely gorgeous photography. So it's a really nice book to own, as well as being a fantastic reference. There is a combination of recipes in here for using coconut oil, and some of them are food-based and some of them are topical. So she's got loads of great smoothie recipes, and she's got quite a few body recipes, which are my favorites. I'm not a massive fan of smoothies, so I haven't actually tried them. But she's got some really gorgeous recipes in here for masks and for cleansers and for kind of if you just need a little pick-me-up on your skin. This is a really fantastic reference because for those of you who don't know, coconut oil is one of the kind of big oils. People use it for everything. People use it for cooking, for their hair, for their skincare, to shave their legs with. It's got a multitude of uses. If there's anything wrong, rub some coconut oil on it, basically. So having tons of coconut oil in my house, literally, if I see it cheap at the supermarket, I'll buy like 5 bottles of it. It's ridiculous. This is actually really great because all I've ever used coconut oil for before was as a moisturizer, as a cleanser, and as a hair mask. Just completely, you know, untouched, kind of used with anything else. And having this to kind of up my coconut oil game is really, really handy. So I absolutely recommend this book. If you're a little bit of a natural skincare junkie like me, if you like whipping up your own lotions and potions, I think it kind of harks back to this desire to be a witch. I really like melting down like my cocoa butter and my beeswax and making little moisturizer bars, because it does make me feel like I'm in potions class, and that's awesome. But if you like doing that and you have any blogs, YouTube channels, or books that you really like as a reference, please do let me know. I would absolutely love to hear about it. I am always excited to add to my library. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!